Hello viewers, now futures trading, one of the fastest growing areas in retail trading, and for that matter semi-professional trading around the world. It's really taken off in the last 5 years, probably propped up by the funded trader programs, making it all more accessible in that world. But there is a problem, especially if you are more into the programming, the coding, building your own systems, strategies, and that's getting hold of good, affordable, high quality price data. And it is an issue, and there's lots of sources you can go to, often quite hard to find. But in this video I'm going to take you through the sources of data that you can use that I think are of a good enough quality, affordable, will meet your criterias, and then I'm going to have a look at a specific example because Python is a massively popular programming language. So I'm going to show you what I use as a data source, and how you can very easily and very quickly get that data out and start using it for your trading. So lots to get through, so let's get started. So why is futures data more costly? I mentioned it briefly there in the introduction, but basically the futures world, especially the futures markets that we can trade, are controlled by just a few big players. That's mostly the CME and the ICE exchange. If you think of a market that you want to get your hands on, it's normally going to be under one of those two, and they do charge big exchange fees for that data. So that makes it very costly for anybody to provide that information out to the general public. And also a secondary cost is the pro versus non-pro status. If you're a professional trader, it's going to cost you far more. Non-pro, it's a lot cheaper but still expensive, especially when we compare it to, say, like crypto or forex. And most vendors, they bundle it as add-ons pretty poorly and don't really think about how to price it effectively and well enough for you and I to be interested in buying it. And mostly also we'll see that there's no free API out there like you will commonly find in, say, the crypto world. So let's start with some analysis around the cheap but good options available out there, with some price guides as well. We're going to start with our first one, Interactive Brokers, IBKR. If you're a futures trader already, you've probably seen or heard them, probably maybe even got an account and even actually using their data. It's very popular globally, and CME level 1 non-pro data can be as low as $125 per month per exchange. Level 2 options do exist, so it's great for cost. It's okay for the API. A lot of developers do use it, but IBKR aggregates ticks, so it's not pure tick by tick data. So it does have some awkward nuances, and I'm not too I suppose enamored with the platform. Bit fiddly, not my favorite, but for data cost options, it's reasonable quality. It's one to certainly take a look at. So if you're into your funded future challenger, you've probably heard of these guys at Algorithmic. Provide a lot of the data for those prop firms, but they also are available via brokers like AMP and Ironbeam. Prop style, low non-pro exchange fees. Typical connection fee $25 per month, plus non-pro CME bundle level 1 about $9 a month. Routing per contract applies if you trade through it. Now, excellent depth, latency via supported platforms. Python access is doable but more niche. Then we have probably the most popular technical analysis trading platform on the planet at the moment. Has real-time CME add-on, so it's the lowest entry if you only really need charts. You want to learn their Pine script and can do stuff inside their platform. Taking it outside, not very good. It's not a general purpose API for Python spec, but very good for display. And cost wise, with the CME data is $7 or euros, roughly a month. But don't forget, of course, the monthly subscription for the TradingView platform. Then we have Sierra charts, the Denali data feed, real-time historical futures across the different exchanges, as you can see listed there. Requires the Sierra chart service package and exchange fee, so can add up in terms of prices, but it is strong for serious futures charting and the DOM. Then we have something called quant, which is part of the Ninja Trader ecosystem. It is retail friendly, low friction real-time futures for NT users. The pricing can add up and varies by exchange selected, i.e. between CME and ICE. It's good for charting, but it's not a general Python API. It can be done, but it is very difficult. Then we have something called IQ Feed, DTN, robust retail API, rock solid tick data and API, but costs do stack up. The core service comes in at $166 a month, plus exchange fees, plus futures surcharge line items. Fantastic data quality, but not the cheapest. And then my final choice selection is a company called Databento, which provide unified historical and live APIs. It's what we're going to be demoing in a moment. And for the record, it's one I am currently using, and I've been enjoying using it and testing it out across markets, and even using for my Renko charts and working nicely. And also for the record, I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape or form. I just use them, but they give you direct CME access, same interface for historical and live. You can also get other exchanges as well. Usage based billing, for example, I'm on a monthly subscription service, flat fee there. There's normalized schemes, trades, BBO, open, high, low, close, volume, that sort of thing. Clean Python SDK, but I've got to say, I'm into my Python coding and come from a quantitative trading background, and I believe it is very good for the quant/coder of this world. So my quick picks for what we've just looked at, well, if you already use the broker, then I reckon IBKR, Interactive Brokers. If you want display visualization and cheap option, then TradingView. Best retail sort of tick and platform feel, I'm going to go for Rhythmic, Denali or Kindtick, but it depends on your platform. But certainly the best Python quant pipeline, what I found at the moment, is Databento. Very good for historical and live data across the different exchanges. So from what I can see in the futures world of the data vendors we've had a look at, one that really stood out for me currently at the moment for developers, coders, programmers, that was Databento. It's the same institutional data you'll be getting, but through a clean Python API. And I did, when I signed up from Investigate, other options were multiple times more expensive than these guys. Check out the website, as you can see, at databento.com for pricing. It's really quite affordable for the retail world. So I thought we'd have a quick look at a demo. So I'm going to pull 15-minute crude oil data for the past week and just show you how easy it is using Python to get your hands on that data. So I put together a quick code in VS Studio just to pull back from Databento using the API key they give you, the December contract for crude oil, 15 minutes, last 7 days, but also added into the code it to dump it into a CSV file and turn it into a basic chart. It ran successfully, and as you can see up here, there's all the lovely price data that we need for our analysis, whatever we want to do with it, and then also turn it into a simple candlestick chart there with volume data as well for the last 7 days. You can see it's been bearish, price coming down. So it was very simple to put that together, but just think of the possibilities. You've got full control being a Python coder rather than using some system inside, say like TradingView, where you can only use PyScript, can't get the information out, can't really change the variables to your own discretion. And Python, you learn that it's a brilliant tool. And just think, I said, those possibilities, add some indicators and you've got yourself a strategy system there. You could send yourself signals, you could fully automate it again with API through your broker, so it just trades for you. Like I said, world's your oyster, and it is a really fantastic tool to learn Python coding, and it's the way the world is moving really at the moment, towards the more systematic, automated way of trading. And that leads me very nicely into something else I just want to quickly share with you. I've got some exciting news, a new e-learning course coming out. If you visit my website, www.TheStopHunter.co.uk, you then head to the tab at the top called Python for Trading. I think you can guess what it's all about already. Hopefully this video has whetted your appetite to learn a bit more about Python coding and getting more automated with your trading. But it's all in here in this course, Mastering Python for Trading from Beginner to Advanced Strategies. I've got a pre-launch offer for you as well. If I quickly scroll down to that one, first 100 seats, £119 only, and you get a free ebook, choice between the Samurai Trading Code or Renko Chart Trading Revolution. And then once those 100 are full, it's £159, and then back to £199 on release. So what's the course all about? Well, I've split it into 3 parts. Python Foundations, for those who know absolutely nothing about Python coding, going to take you from zero to hero there, with some really specific projects and coding to do to bring you up to speed really quickly. Then move you into stage 2, which is the real nuts and bolts, the Python for Trading, systems, data, indicators, signals, backtesting, risks, building your own trading system. And then finally stage 3 into machine learning for trading, an intro there with some practical models, examples for you to have a look at. So it's pretty much a course for anyone, right from the beginners who want to, a trader maybe who wants to add coding to their skill set, investors who want to backtest, measure risk like professionals, beginners who want to structure path into Python, or experienced traders looking to future-proof maybe with ML and automation. It's all in there. Hit that button there, download the full course content here, and you'll see, if we quickly scroll through all the content of the course, every module has got practical example exercises built with it. The first part is all to get you up to speed in Python world, won't take you too long at all. Then into Python for trading systems, you can see getting data, visualizing it, technical analysis, generating trade signals, back testing, risk performance metrics, Monte Carlo, building your first trading system. It's all in there. And then jumping into machine learning for trading, an intro there, some simple models, testing it, looking ahead as well. So real good selection, real good course structure there for you, really set you up nicely for the beginning of 2026. And if you're interested, just hit the buy now buttons on the website and it will take you straight through to check out the course. And I'll put a link in the description as well below in the video. You can also follow. So there you go. If you are a futures trader wanting to get your hands on real-time historical data, cheap, affordable price, good quality, then I've given you quite a few options to consider, whether it's through a broker or a vendor. I've shown you my Databento feed example, looking at crude oil there with a chart, and also led nicely into the world of Python and learning Python. If you're interested, got that course coming out in January. It's there for you if you want it. I'll put a link in the description below this video. And don't forget the current offer there. Really good, I think. Really, hard to beat. And if you've liked today's video, please give us the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell notification buttons of other content I will be producing. This video will slot in nicely to the Renko Trading bot series because I was using futures as the example there, and I'll put that into that playlist. If you want to learn more about Renko, or for example my books, the Renko Chart Trading Revolution, Samurai Trading Code, you'll find them all on my website, and again links in the description below here. So let me know in the comments what you're doing with your futures trading, how you get your data. Have you got any other examples you can share with us? A good data feeds at a good price that serve you very well. Love to hear from you there. But for now, that's it for today's video. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you all again soon.